Hey, my name is Musician, but I also go by Matt. I love looking for rare, alternate colored Pokemon. I grew up playing Pokemon, but not until I was a little older did shiny hunting become one of my favorite pastimes. On my own time, I've even done playthroughs with a full team of shinies. I've done this in Brilliant Diamond and Alpha Sapphire. But this time, I wanted to try something a little more ambitious and document my journey along the way. With the era of Scarlet and Violet coming to a close, and Legends ZA coming up really soon, I wanted to try a shiny badge quest to send off these games. Okay, wait, what's a shiny badge quest? Well, a shiny badge quest is a challenge where you attempt to find a shiny Pokemon before collecting every gym badge. With Scarlet and Violet's game design, this is a little bit different. Because there are 3 different storylines in the base game, there are 18 different locations to obtain badges from across Paldea's open world. These include the traditional gym challenges, the Team Star bosses, and the Titan Pokemon. With that being said, I intend to catch a shiny Pokemon before every single badge. For this journey, I won't be using sparkling power sandwiches, and I'm limiting the number of Pokemon I try to find through the Outbreak method. I'll also be playing on the original Switch version of the game, which means there'll be less spawns on the screen. Why am I using the Switch one? I think I don't have to explain it. Anyways, I think the fun of this challenge is the steps along the journey, and these methods make finding shiny Pokemon just a little bit too easy. The value of a shiny Pokemon is entirely up to you, the person, but I really wanted to make it a bit more challenging for myself, and a little bit more fulfilling. After the beginning cutscenes of the game, you kinda have free reign to walk anywhere you want. So where do I begin? Well, because I wanted to find my first team member before continuing the main story, I decided to hang outside the first town, Los Platos. Doing random encounters like this has the lowest chance to find a shiny Pokemon, as the odds are in 1 in 4096, or better known as the base or full odds of the game. This might seem like a huge number, but on average, 10 to 12 Pokemon can be on the screen at the same time, so running around can spawn a shiny faster than you might think. There's actually a lot of really cool spawns here, and I honestly wanted to find a Generation 9 Pokemon like Paldean Wooper, Fido, or Palmy out of anything that spawns here. Since I don't have access to encounter sandwich powers yet, I ran around hoping to let fate decide what shiny would pop up first. On August 21st, I found my first shiny. Here's a clip of the Pokemon I ended up finding. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, shiny Wooper! Wait! Oh my god, shiny Wooper as the first one? Oh, that's so cool! Oh my god, wait, that's so sick! Okay, I have to make sure I don't KO it. Okay. One ball. Oh my god! Oh my god, first shiny! Alright, first shiny of the quest. Wait, that's so sick. This is my first Paldean Wooper. I tried to do Outbreaks before for Wooper on my main file and I never found it, but that's crazy. I found it full odds on a new file. Oh my god, that's sick. I'll nickname it later. I want to do a nature guess. Oopa. I'm gonna get mild. Jolly. Is that good for it? I don't think that's great. It's just pretty bad, but that's fine. Well, I had to nickname it. You said Woopa with an A. Alright, Woopa. With our first team member caught, I can finally make my way towards Mesagoza and continue the story. Doing a little bit of level grinding, we can prepare for our first rival battle. And he got KO'd. He's dead. Luckily, this fight's optional, and this isn't a Nuzlocke, so we can just move on with the story. So after losing miserably to Nimona, I talked with all 3 Oomps and unlocked the 3 different storyline branches in this game, also unlocking the ability to ride on Koraidon. For our first badge, we can choose any of the 18 locations on the map, but because I don't want to send Woopa to his absolute demise fighting like level 40 Pokemon, I decided to take on the Stony Titan Cloth. Okay, embarrassingly enough, I kind of overestimated Woopa's battle capabilities, and he might have gotten KO'd more than once. So after fighting Pokemon at the appropriate levels, me and Woopa ran towards Cloth and took it on without any issues. With this battle, we get our first Titan badge, and Koraidon also gets the ability to sprint. The next area I wanted to try hunting in is outside Cortondo, conveniently right outside the first gym. I think roaming around Cortondo without any encounter sandwiches seemed the most exciting, and with the variety of Pokemon that spawn here, I would be happy with anything that shines. Personally, I would have been really happy to see a Tinkatink or Smolip to shine, but I think the game had other plans for me for sure. On August 25th, I found our second shiny.
I play Pokemon Heart Gold on my Nintendo DS.
No!
Oh, but it's female! Oh! Shoot! Oh my gosh! I'll take it. A female Combi? I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my god. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm kind of upset it's not a Smolip, but it's a shiny female Combi. Oh my goodness. I don't want to attack it. Nice, 1 ball. I'm gonna be basic and call it Queenie. It's not my first choice, but that's still a really cool find. I mess with that so hard. Okay, there's our second member of our badge quest. Flying Terra type. That's actually, I would say that's pretty good. I would prefer that over Bug Terra type any day. It's a neutral nature. I'm gonna look up the neutral natures. I have a 1 out of 5 chance. I'm gonna guess Quirky. Oh! I'm the goat. Okay, shoot.
I think my reaction is warranted because Nemo Combi still only has a 12% chance to spawn whenever they appear, so this is honestly insane that I actually have a usable Combi for our quest. This hunt only took about 2.5 hours to find, which also wasn't that bad of a hunt. So I think I'm ready for my next badge. After catching Combi, I went ahead and trained it up a little bit in nearby areas to prep for the first gym. Each gym in this game has a short challenge before fighting the gym leader, so I went ahead and rolled around this huge olive, very expertly, and I didn't miss at all, by the way. Katie's type specialty is bug-type Pokemon, so Queenie and Woopa rolled through them really easily. Kind of as an aside, I love Katie's design, and I think her being a baker really fits her bug-type role that she has. And in general, I think this game does a really good job of giving gym leaders a personality outside of just being a gym leader. That aside, we got our first Victory Road gym badge and second badge in our quest. Okay, so what's next? Well, after 2 full odds hunts, I thought it'd be a little bit interesting to see how fast a shiny Pokemon would appear through the Outbreak method. Since I haven't encountered a lot of the Pokemon in the region, I spent some time going towards the unknown outbreaks on the map, and I ended up landing on one that I was actually really excited for.
I saw it. Oh, there's Mankey here. Charcadet? Oh, come on. How can I say no? How could I say no to Charcadet?
So, what's the Outbreak method? Well, shiny hunting in Outbreaks involves knocking out their respective Pokemon. At 30 knockouts and at 60 knockouts, the Pokemon that begin to spawn in afterwards each have an extra roll added to the chance of being shiny. So at 60 KOs, each Pokemon has a 1 in 1365 chance of being a shiny Pokemon. However, there is one issue. If you continue to knock out Pokemon, the outbreak will dissolve. So instead, after hitting 60 knockouts, we can set up a picnic or run away from the area and come back in order to reset the nearby spawns. Charcadet's shiny is only different in its eyes, but thankfully the blue is really easy to see.
Oh my gosh! Oh, shiny Charcadet. Oh, that's not the one. Oh my gosh, there he is. The blue eyes. Okay, I'm gonna save. This is the right one, right? It is. Cool. It's so subtle, but I mean, it's noticeable. Perfect. There we go. Ew. Dude, I was actually taking a phone call, trying to call somebody, but when the shiny popped up, and I'm like, no. Charcadet. Oh, it's a female Charcadet. I'm gonna guess naive, lonely. Okay. Node mark. None of my Pokemon have marks, but that's fine, honestly. That's quick. That wasn't that. I thought that was gonna be much worse, but outbreaks are pretty fast. So you know what? That's so valid. Wow. You know, when I see the blue-eyed Charcadet, I think of that one Pokemon short they put out. And let's go get ready to beat Brassius.
Thankfully, Charcadet did not really need any leveling to be ready for the Artisan Gym. The Artisan Gym challenge is also pretty trivial. All you have to do is play hide and seek with a low FPS and Flora. With Brassius aura farming from the top of the windmill, we start his battle. My Charcadet starts off fighting his Petalil, and for some reason, the game decides it's really funny to introduce rain mid-battle. I'm actually not sure if this counts to reduce the fire type damage, but anyway, Charcadet knocks out Petalil and Smoliv, but gets revenge KO'd by Sudowoodo. Woopa clutches up and finishes off Sudowoodo, earning us our second gym badge and our third badge overall. Also, my friend gave me the name recommendation of Red 40 for Charcadet, so I guess that's her name now. I decided to make my way towards the next badge, which would be the second Titan. I was hoping to try and hunt for a Pokemon I've never used before, or something I've never really shiny hunted before. I've honestly been pretty lucky so far, so I'm kind of expecting for this next hunt to be stubborn and take a No! Okay, well, I found my next shiny. No. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No way. That's insane. I was just running around. There's the first accidental shiny. Oh gosh, I don't know if I have the team for this. Okay, we're ready for the Titan. I had a feeling. Oh, good lord. Full odds shiny Mudbray. Alright, his name is Don Quixote. Minus defense is kind of bad for this Pokemon. That's okay. Okay, I think we're ready for the Sky Titan. For some reason, I decided to beeline for the Titan right after catching Mudbray instead of training it up. I think I was a little bit too excited about the catch. But in the fight, I sent out the whole team to fight Bombardier. Sorry, Mudbray, rest in peace. I have to be honest, in the second part of the fight, Arven's Knackley really carried it while I was trying to heal up Woopa. One thing that's actually super funny is when Pokemon evolve during Titan fights, for some reason the model of your Pokemon stays out while it evolves. There's two of them! Wait, Woopa is evolving! Yeah, it's mine. Wait, Wooper's evolving! Wait, I'm so glad I got to see this. Wait, that's so funny! With this fight, our best boy is now Clodsire. Beating Bombardier nets us our second Titan badge and our fourth badge overall. And Koraidon gets the ability to swim after stealing my sandwich yet again. The next Pokemon I absolutely wanted to hunt was Palmia. I need that little rat. Towards the Dark-type Team Starbase is the West Province, also known as Area 1. Palmy and Palmo are the only Electric-type Pokemon that can spawn out near this area. So, I thought this would be the best time to try out hunting with Encounter Power sandwiches. Unfortunately, the sandwich ingredient that helps get Encounter Power 2 for Electric types is not available until 5 gym badges. So, I decided to at least try and push the odds towards Electric Pokemon spawning by making Encounter Level 1 sandwich instead. So, with my sandwich made, hopefully finding one of them doesn't really take too long. No. Dude, that's not... Dude. That's not even the right type! Are you serious? This is the wrong Pokemon! No! Why did I even make a sandwich if this is gonna show up? Oh my... Are you kidding me? Okay, I caught it. Are you kidding me? That's the second full-out shiny I didn't mean to find. Are you... Like, okay. We made that sandwich for nothing. I mean, okay, I'm gonna hunt with the sandwich, but I found my next shiny for the next gym badge, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. Thank you. Thank you for naming a second one. In order to prep for our first Team Star base, I leveled up my Pokemon in the same area. Doing this, Combi ended up evolving into Vespiquen. Ooh, I like the pink on the... I've never seen the pink head part of it. Oh, that's cool. I never really knew how to feel about the fights in the Team Star bases, but I took Cloudsire, Vespiquen, and Mudbray to knock out the required 30 Pokemon before fighting the leader. Taking on Giacomo with Mudbray as my lead made this fight trivial as well. Unfortunately, Drifloon is really disadvantaged in this fight because of its ghost typing, so I decided it could have its debut battle another day. If you might let me yap a little bit about Team Star, a sentiment I've heard is that the story is the weakest of the 3 pathways, but honestly I don't really think it's that bad. It might be a bit silly, but I think it earned its stars. If anything, their battle theme is an absolute banger, and I bumped the hell out of the song every time I fought them for the first time. With that being said, Giacomo is defeated, earning us our first Starfall badge and our 5th badge overall. Before my next hunt, I decided I wanted to evolve Charcadet. The evolution item for it requires 10 Bronzor fragments in order to trade it for the auspicious armor. The designers actually caught a lot of flack from the community for not making Charcadet and its evolution's shinies more different. I do like that the eyes are different, but I do agree with the community. At this point, I was kind of running out of ideas for places to hunt for my next shiny Pokemon, so I thought it would be an appropriate time to cash in on a new area. Thankfully, because I'm doing this quest at the end of the game's time in the Limelight, both Kitakami and the Blueberry Academy are available. You can access the cutscene with Miss Briar early on in the game, and you don't have to beat the game in order to visit Kitakami. In order to start exploring Kitakami on Koraidon, you have to battle both Carmine and Kieran. I went ahead and battled both of those siblings and began my hunt for my Kitakami shiny. I'll be completely honest, I actually haven't played either of the DLC by myself before, so this was my first time exploring any of the area on my own. Out of anything that showed up in Kitakami, Poltergeist or anything exclusive to the area were on top of my bucket list of Pokemon to find. I ended up spending maybe half an hour kinda running around, but I decided to try and force Poltergeist spawns with the ghost type sandwiches. Unfortunately, the ingredients to make Encounter Power 2 sandwiches are still locked behind 3 or more gym badges, so I'm still locked behind Encounter Power 1. Since I didn't continue Kitakami's story by this point, the only ghost types that can spawn in this region of the map are Poltergeist. Unfortunately, their spawn biome is limited to these small portions of bamboo. I honestly really struggled to push through this hunt. The limited amount of Poltergeist that spawned with Encounter 1 sandwiches really did suck. So, I decided I would also try to just run around the surrounding areas in hopes that anything else would shine. After multiple days of hunting, this is what showed up. Is that a Feebas? No, that's a shiny Magikarp. I'm like, Feebas doesn't spawn here. It's a okay. I mean, that's. I'm not very excited about that, but okay. It's over. Yay! Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm gonna flash on the screen how many hours this took. Yeah. I'm not happy, but it's fine. It's over. Sashimi because it's chopped. I hate that. I hate it. I'm mad. I'm very upset. I'm so mad. It could have been anything else. It could have been anything else. It had to be a Magikarp. Oh my gosh. Okay, nature. Oh, look at his
dumb face. I'm so mad. It's lonely. Yeah, you're gonna be lonely by being in the box. No mark. Wow, everything wrong. Everything is wrong with this Magikarp.
Okay, so I think my disappointment was really clear in the clip. But a shiny is a shiny, and I want you to know I checked all my footage and it took 7 hours of hunting just to find this Magikarp. This was draining. But that being said, I'm gonna continue on to the next badge. With the new shiny, the next gym I planned to tackle was Iona's gym in Levincia. Unfortunately, again, the shiny I just found has a severe type disadvantage against the corresponding gym badge, so Magikarp also has to sit back for this fight. After playing I Spy with Director Clavel and beating her Twitch subscribers, we began our fight with Iono. Mudbray and Armor Rouge made quick work of her team, earning us our 3rd gym badge and our 6th badge overall. For our 7th team member, I, again, didn't really know where to start. So far, I've kind of chosen these hunts as I ran around, and I didn't really give it that much thought until I went, ooh, I want that one. I did come up with an idea though. The bell pepper ingredients were locked behind 3 gym badges this entire time, and one of them is a requirement to make the Gross Encounter 2 sandwich. Since we beat Iono for our 3rd gym badge, I bought the proper ingredients and decided to run it back for a full odds hunt for Poltergeist. And I did this for about 3 hours and gave up. Well, I gave up on full odds. I decided to cash in on another Outbreak hunt. So, I did skip to force a Poltergeist Outbreak, and I began KOing them. I didn't mention this during the Charcadet Outbreak, but apparently, if you have an Encounter Power Sandwich active while time traveling to reset Outbreaks, the Pokemon type boosted by the sandwich have a greater chance to appear as an Outbreak. Oh, that's it! Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, it's over. Oh, thank god I found it. Oh no, that was so miserable. That's probably one of the most miserable hunts. Oh my god, even after switching to Outbreaks? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the crowd. Okay, I don't even want to know how much time I spent looking for this one. I don't think it's the authentic one. Well, I'll just chuck Pokeballs at it. Easy. Oh my god. I'm just glad it's over. I'm just so glad it's over. Oh my goodness. Get me out of Kitakami, man. I'll nickname it later. Oh gosh, I'm so glad it's done. Okay, that's what, Pokemon number 7? Yeah, it's Pokemon number 7. Okay, I'm gonna name it after my favorite bake shop. Because Poltergeist evolves with an item, I went ahead and found the teacup and instantly evolved it to Sinistra. Cool, let's go. Looks good. I like the green. I don't really have much to say about it other than that. I mean, it's... Unfortunately, the Outbreak I rolled was only phony ones, but I feel like that would be a really interesting hunt to take on one day. Since I also had the chance, I also evolved Sashimi the Magikarp into Gyarados. Is the red Gyarados. Oh, it looks good in this game too. Holy. That should be enough preparation for our next batch. Unfortunately, this being my 7th Pokemon means I have to start rotating Pokemon in and out of the party. So, Vespiquen ended up taking the bench in order to make room for Kin. For some reason, I chose another shiny Pokemon with a type disadvantage for the next badge. The next badge I decided to take on was the Fire-type Team Star Squad with Mela as its leader. Thankfully, we ended up wiping out the Grunts with Gyarados, Clodsire, and Mudbray. Sashimi took out both Torkoal and Revavroom, but I did kinda need to cheese with items. But it's okay, again, it's not on those left, it's just a casual playthrough. Defeating Mela earns me my 2nd Team Star badge and my 7th badge overall. Because I wanted to make sure I didn't rely on Outbreaks for this challenge, I decided to target down another Pokemon just with an encounter sandwich. By roaming outside Cascarafa again with this fighting encounter sandwich, I had 2 options, monkey or rat. I really wanted to get this Palmy, but if I got Mankey, it would feel like a consolation prize and I wouldn't be too mad about it. I think Annihilate was really cool, but I don't know, I just really wanted that Palmy at the time of hunting. After 2 encounter sandwiches and about 45 minutes of hunting, something actually decided to shine.
Is this a shiny Mankey? Oh, it is a shiny Mankey. Oh, it's green. He's so green. Oh, I wish it was the Palmy. I mean, I'm happy, but damn, that didn't take too long. That was 48 minutes. Wow, that was fast. Well, I guess I'm getting an Annihilate. I do really like Annihilate. I think its shiny turns bluish. That just means I have another. I'm gonna get my third ghost type of the team of the batch quest. My god, he's so green. Mine. Okay, I have to use a mint. I think mine is attack. That's the worst nature for it. Bold nature. That's insane. I think yeah. Let's use an adamant mint on Mankey. Okay, my girlfriend just gave me a name recommendation. Weeboo name, but it does fit him.
I ended up naming the Mankey Okarun after the anime character. So, after a little bit of leveling, I set off for our next badge, the Lurking Steel Titan. I was expecting the worm to go down really easily with Mankey. Okay, never mind, I got one shot. With the help of my ground types and Drifloon, just to give it a little bit more screen time, we beat the first phase and take it on one last time. I have to be fully honest, Arvin carried this fight again. His Toadstool landed supersonic, and it caused the Earthworm to hit itself 3 times in a row. And it used Screech to lower its defense.
Wait, 3 for 3 is crazy.
Thanks to the help from our goat, Mankey takes the KO with the Terra boosted cross chop. That gives us our 3rd Titan badge and our 8th badge overall. Now it's time to think about what to hunt next. Also, Koraidon can jump higher now, but that doesn't really matter. At this point, I felt like every hunt I've done has been pretty straightforward. When trying to think of what to do next, I actually came across a Pokemon with a very particular spawn condition, making it a little bit annoying to hunt. So, I think it's time to visit one of the most infamous locations in this game, Lagtree Thicket. By making a great avocado sandwich, we can force Dragon-type Pokemon to spawn more frequently, and the only Dragon-type in the thicket is Applin. Here's the downside. Applin can only spawn in the trees, meaning I'd have to break my neck staring up and down at every single tree for a shiny Applin. I tried a lot of different methods for this hunt. I tried rushing into the trees to headbutt the Pokemon out, I tried running back and forth to despawn the Applin, and I spent 6 full hours staring down Pokemon. I didn't even find any other Pokemon nearby that were shiny. So, unluckily for me, I decided to step out of the thicket for a second just to reset the Applin spawns near the opening, and I think the worst thing happened.
Is that a shiny Earthworm? No. No. Are you serious? Wait. No way. Wait, that's kind of sick. I actually don't mind that. Wait. Oh, no Applin. Oh, but look at the Earthworm. Oh my god. I mean, at least it's something new. Okay. I guess I won't be getting my Applin for the next badge. That's crazy. Oh, goodbye, Mankey. I noticed that so fast because there was another Earthworm next to it. Oh, thank goodness I'm not trying to lower its HP. I did not know it learned takedown. Okay. I did not save before the encounter, so I'm going to pray that one of these just works. Uh-oh. Okay, I might have to lower its HP more. I think we're good. Okay, it does not want to catch. I think we're okay. Oh my god, it does not want to stay. Oh my god, it does not want to stay. I want to catch all of them in a Pokeball, but Earthworm has a 25 catch rate. That's pretty bad. Oh my god, let's go. I caught it in a Pokeball. Woo, that okay. I was low-key worried. I think Wormy is fine. Plus special attack, minus special defense. No mark. Dang, none of my Pokemon have a mark. I think I'll remove Gyarados from the party for now, because the water type gym is next on my list. Okay, my sandwich is already gone. I think I will do another reclaim hunt in the future for Applin. But for now, honestly, I'll take the Earthworm because that means I can actually progress the game.
I genuinely feel insanely unlucky for this. Don't get me wrong, Earthworm's shiny is incredibly vibrant and he's really goofy, and I guess I never really planned to look for it, so I guess the game planned to change my mind with this encounter. Anyway, I named him Wormy, and he took Gyarados' spot. In order to prep for Cascaroffa Gym and Kofu, we battle some wild Pokemon nearby. From this experience, Drifloon evolves into Drifloon.
Ooh, that looks so good in this game.
Chasing down Kofu with his wallet, we end up fighting his gym trainer first. I think I'm gonna let the battle speak for itself real quick.
Did I really get double flinched? Oh my goodness. I got triple flinched. Are you what? 4. Oh, it landed 4 in a row.
After burning Kofu's money at the auction, I ended up wiping out his team with Terra Boost grass type attacks from Sinistra. After the battle, Mankey also evolved. With our 4th gym badge and 9th overall badge acquired, it's time to shake it up a bit with our next hunt. Since Pokemon Sword and Shield, unfortunately the starter Pokemon have been shiny locked. The only way to shiny hunt them is through hatching eggs, so I specifically chose to hunt them down the Masuda method. The Masuda method is a hunting method where you breed 2 Pokemon originating from games of 2 different languages. This boosts the shiny odds from 1 in 4096 to 1 in 683. Acquiring and hatching eggs works differently in Scarlet and Violet versus the older generations. In order to breed Pokemon, you must open up a picnic, and as time progresses, eggs will randomly show up in the picnic basket if your party Pokemon are breeding compatible. Because this mechanic works this way, we can actually try to do a starter roulette hunt. By having one of each starter in my party alongside one Ditto, we can acquire and hatch any of the 3 starter Pokemon. The first starter that shines would be the Pokemon I use for the badge quest. By using an egg power sandwich, we can get eggs to show up faster. And by having a Pokemon with Flame Body in my party with my eggs, we can hatch them faster as well. Gathering eggs is a painful time sink in this game. Because you have to sit in the picnic for eggs to spawn, you can't hatch eggs while this happens. So I spent hours and hours and hours going back and forth between acquiring them and hatching them. On the second day of the hunt, one of my eggs finally decided to sparkle.
Shiny. Oh, it's over. Oh my god, it's over. Okay, I'm being a little bit dramatic. It was a little over odds. Oh my god, it's so hard to notice because of the lighting. Oh, it's shiny Quaxley. I've been sitting here for so long. I get that this wasn't very over odds. I post edit Matt. You flashed the number of eggs on the screen. Thank you. But oh man, the amount of time collecting eggs into the game is brutal, even with egg power too. Oh man, I'm just glad it's over. It's over. I'm recording, right? Yeah, okay. My OBS shows it's recording. Thank God. Neutral nature. Okay, I'll take it. I'm going to do a box check. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, this took 730 eggs. This might not seem that bad, because it's only a little bit over odds, but based on my recording time alone, I spent about 6 damn hours just hatching eggs before a shiny appeared. That does not account for collecting them. I didn't even record it, I don't know, and I don't want to know, okay? I think I'm just gonna move on. By doing a little bit of level grinding, I evolved Quaxley into Quaxwell. I totally forgot to name him, so I went ahead and named him Jazz because he looks like that paper cup design that used to be really popular. Also, the experience helped me evolve Mudbrain to Mudsdale.
Damn.
The next badge I want to tackle is Atticus in the Navi squad. Because I have 2 ground types and a steel type in my squad, this battle actually finished without any major issues. Every time I get a new Pokemon, it feels like I don't use them in the badge I'm currently doing, but I promise later on they actually get a little bit more time to shine. But with that aside, we get our 3rd Starfall badge and our 10th badge of this quest. One area on my bucket list of shiny hunts to do was in the Glaseado Desert. Out of everything that spawned here, one Pokemon in particular stood out to me. Rufflet. By using a flying encounter sandwich, we can force Rufflet to take the majority of the spawns in the desert, as it's the only flying type here. At this point, my luck has kind of been a mixed bag. The actual amount of time spent per shiny might seem pretty low, but playing Where's Waldo and staring at my screen hunting for hours and hours is really tiring. So needless to say, I was praying for a fast hunt for the Rufflet. That's shiny. Wait. Oh my god, my heart just shot. Is that it? Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. There it is. Oh, I noticed that so fast. Oh my god. Dude, you guys have no idea how long this hunt's taken. Oh my gosh. I was thinking, oh man, I'm gonna find it during a sandstorm. It's gonna be so hard to see. That was actually so easy to see though. I'm so terrified of the sand, but okay, I told myself I should have saved before the sandstorm, but I did not. Okay, come on, surely I can get away with just chucking balls at it, right? I just want to keep chucking balls at it. Okay, maybe it's not a great idea. This took a really long time. I think I made over 7 sandwiches. I don't really count encounters when I do overworld hunting, just because I feel like playing I Spy with the Pokemon I'm looking for is already bad enough. So I feel like time is enough, and counting like how long it takes is a pretty good estimation of like how over odds you are. Nature guess. I'm gonna say rash. It's neutral. Kiwius. Okay, no mark. I mean, that's fine. When is there ever a mark on the Pokemon I find? Should I name him Ruffles? I do love me some Ruffles. Okay, so yeah, I was crazy to think I'd get lucky again. I ended up taking 4 days to shiny hunt for this guy. There's a pretty good chance that I missed something because of the sandstorms that happened in the Glaseado Desert, but I'm just happy it's over. I know I've been pretty lucky, but this one was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So, after that hunt, I took some time to gather some EXP candies from Pterodons, evolving Quaxwell into Quackable. Hey, that's actually so different. How I feel about it, but you know what? It's a good shiny. It's very different than the regular Quackable, so I actually do like it. In order to evolve Primate, you have to use Rage Fist 20 times in battle. After doing so and leveling her up once, she evolved into Annihilate. Oh my god. Yo, he looks so good. With 2 fighting types ready on my team, I think it's time to take on the Medali gym leader, Larry. Larry's gym challenge requires you to hunt down a secret menu item by finding clues to all of the ingredients. I personally didn't remember this one, and thought the EXP would be nice to gain anyway, so I took on all the gym trainers and found all the hints manually. I also wanted to give Rufflet some time to shine, but he's kinda weak right now and evolves much later, so I figured I might as well just use my new fighting type Pokemon to sweep this gym. With Larry defeated, we earn our 5th gym badge and our 11th badge overall. Also, Nimona jumps me right after this gym, but I ended up sweeping her with Quackable and Sinistra. For my next hunt, I think it's time to try and reclaim a target I had earlier. Using a Dragon Encounter sandwich again, I began staring at trees in the Apple Hills in Kitakami. Then I realized I wasn't built for it. I didn't really have the mental fortitude to run this back, so I kinda just gave in and redeemed another Outbreak hunt. So, I changed the clock until I found an Applin Outbreak in the Apple Hills and began knocking them out and picnic printing the spawns. I think one day I'll probably revisit this hunt where I look for them manually, but for now I think I was satisfied with getting them through an outbreak. Oh, shiny Applin! Yo! Wait, that was fast. Oh shit. Ooh! Oh my god, I expected to be here a while just because there's so much visual clutter.
That was only about 3 resets in this outbreak. Please don't be. Please don't be. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, that did not take long at all. I'm so grateful. He's so green. If it were up to me, I would like try to shiny hunt for 3 of these, but I only want 1 for my team. You guys are gonna see which one I choose in a bit. Okay, it's Grass Terra. Interesting. With no mark.
You're probably wondering which evolution I'm gonna choose for Applin. Well, because Applin got a new evolution in DLC, I decided to grab a syrupy apple from Kitakami and evolve it into Diplin.
Ready? Oh, that looks so good. That's so cute.
Unfortunately, evolving Diplin into Hydrapple just isn't possible right now. It requires learning Dragon Cheer from a TM, and you can only obtain that TM from the storyline in the second DLC. Because you have to beat the Kitakami story, I'm not going to stress about it right now and I'm just going to get my Diplin. What this does mean though, is that I can grab an Eviolite and make Diplin more tanky. The only way to get an Eviolite is by beating 10 trainers in this region of the map and talk to the guy in the suit near the Pokemon Center. With the Eviolite under my belt, I think we're ready to take on the Montanavera Gym. The next badge I wanted to shoot for was the Ghost Gym Leader Rhyme. So, in order to get there, we scale Glaseado Mountain from the west side near Medali. This is actually my personal favorite gym challenge because of the double battles. Diplin and Rufflet make quick work of the gym trainers. In our final fight with Rhyme, both my Pokemon end up taking a super effective Icy Wind. And also, I can't believe Diplin survived the 4 times super effective attack. I think he only survived because of the Eviolite. Anyway, I end up double swapping into Gyarados and Armarouge. I also terrestrialize Armarouge to get rid of its ghost weakness. Armarouge ends up tanking an attack on 1 HP because of plot armor, but also gets screwed over by paralysis.
Yeah, friendship. No way. No!
To finish it off, Annihilate comes in and full sweeps the last 2 Pokemon. This earns us our 6th gym badge and our 12th badge overall. So what's next? Well, since I'm on Glaseado Mountain anyway, I thought this would be a great time to try and find an Ice-type Pokemon for the squad. At this point, the only types I'm missing are Dark, Electric, Fairy, Ice, and Rock. So I think I'm gonna gear my future hunts towards checking off every single Pokemon type just for the completion. Anyway, I scaled up and down Glaseado Mountain hunting at full odds without any encounter powers. With this, the most common Pokemon are Cubchoo, Sneasel, Snover, Atollo, and a couple other Pokemon lines. But I'm crossing my fingers for an Ice type over anything else here.
That's shiny.
Oh! Wait! I thought I was seeing things! Oh shit! Oh, that was more of a muted reaction than I thought I was gonna have, but oh dang! I thought it was the lighting. No, it's a shiny Satotl. Wait! Oh my gosh, no way. Oh no way, that's sick! I already have a Satotl from... Ah man, they did a limited event. I don't remember how long this took. It felt like a while. That's our Mount Glaseado shiny though. I'm so happy this hunt is over. Okay, crisis averted. I'm sorry that you have to watch me do this every time I catch a Pokemon. I'm just very stubborn. Neutral. It's serious. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't have my natures memorized, but that's fine. No mark though. Ugh. It's so hard to find a mark without any boosts, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, another neutral nature. I mean, no, that's fine. That's all. That's pretty good. Cute. Satotl took about under 6 hours of in-game hunting to find. This hunt spread over like 5 days, being one of my less lucky full odds hunts. Genuinely not that bad, but it still kind of sucks that it took that long. So since Satotl evolves with an Ice Stone, I evolved it into Satitan right away. Oh my gosh, that thing looks so sick. Oh, those colors. I ended up naming Titan after a Final Fantasy Primal, if you know you know, and I made my way back to Asato Desert to take on the next Titan Pokemon. In
Big
Pokemon
Dawn
Scarlet,
fan.
the Quaking Earth Titan is the paradox form of Donphan, Great Tusk. So Titan takes on Great Tusk on the first battle, and I'm thinking, oh, this is pretty easy. Titan has a type advantage anyway. So tell me why Great Tusk decides to Brick Break its first turn on the second battle, and not the first one.
What?
Oh, okay. I didn't know it knew Brick Breaking. Wait, that's messed up. Sinistcha comes in and takes out Great Tusk with its grass typing, meaning we get our 4th Titan badge and our 13th badge for this quest, allowing us to glide with Koraidon now. I was running out of ideas for places to hunt. For our 14th shiny, I asked my partner what Pokemon she would want me to look for, and I think the one she ended up choosing is super underrated. In order to get to it though, we need to go somewhere new. Remember how we were able to access Kitakami right away? Well, after starting the Kitakami storyline, I also unlocked access to the second DLC, the Indigo Disc. If you know anything about the DLC story, you know that the Blueberry Academy part of the DLC takes place after the events in Kitakami. However, this doesn't mean that we cannot access it. So, by talking to the director Serrano and warping to the academy, we meet Lacey and start the intro battle with her. But there is another problem. Unlike Kitakami, Pokemon levels do not scale down according to the main story progression, so we get wiped. But kinda like Nemona's first battle, this one's not required to win. After you lose to Lacey, you get access to the terrarium. The terrarium has 4 different biomes that you can explore. My main target is in the coastal biome, Esper. By trekking my way to the coastal biome from the entrance, I scout out where to hunt. Esper and Meowstic are the only psychic Pokemon that spawn in this region of the coastal biome. If you venture out of it, Execute and Alolan and Executor end up taking the spawn tables as well. So I end up making a level 2 psychic encounter sandwich and begin hunting. I spent about 3 hours hunting on the first day, and for the first time, I actually decided to take my hunting offline. Around the middle of December, I had a trip planned to visit my partner for her birthday. So I ended up taking my Switch and I hunted on the train ride to my destination. I thought this was really fitting because my train ride over there has this beautiful view of the ocean. And I think on this 4-day trip, I ended up hunting with the duration of 5 sandwiches total throughout my trip. It's also really funny, my left Joy-Cons all drift, so making a sandwich was really hard while playing handheld because it would slowly move away every time I tried to put on ingredients. On my train ride home, I actually ended up finding a shiny. So there's actually one other issue I forgot to mention in the terrarium. Remember how the levels aren't synced? Well, this Meowstic is over level 60, making it more difficult to catch. Thankfully, there's a mechanic called backstriking that can make catching Pokemon easier. Meowstic actually has such a pretty shiny, and both the genders of Meowstic turn gold instead of blue. So, being excited about this catch, I thought, why should I stop here? I ended up resetting Outbreaks until a female Meowstic outbreak appeared. I knocked them out with Annihilate, and began running around and picnic resetting for it. I also ended up taking this hunt offline and even shiny hunted on the treadmill at the gym, but I found something well back home on my setup.
Oh, shiny! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, thank gosh. I'd say minimum 3 hours for this one overall. Oh, it looks so good. Dude, this Pokemon looks so good. Ooh,
Crit cap.
oh, critical capture. That's my first one. Oh my gosh, I have the duo. I gotta put both of them in my ready. No mark. I'm sad. Neutral nature. Wow, they're actually so cute. Alright, I gotta name them.
This hunt actually took such a long time, especially for an outbreak. I spent well over maybe 5 hours in game looking for it. It actually took longer than some of my full odds hunts, so I probably missed a shiny or two while looking for it. With both Meowstic caught, I think I'm prepared for my next badge. Making my way to Alfornada, we run into a rematch with Nemona. Because both my Meowstic were caught above level 50, they both have a chance of disobeying me. Until I earn the 8th gym badge, this will keep happening. But since they're at such a high level, I didn't think this would be too much of a disadvantage. With a little bit of trouble caused by disobedience, the rest of my team helped beat Nemona. This gym challenge kinda makes no sense to me, but I found it really funny just being able to spam and cycle the emotes. Versing Tulip, we set up Reflect with Taco. Drifloon KOs her Fergarath, Orthworm KOs her Espathra, and Kara gets chip damage onto her Gardevoir. Quacklevolt KOs Gardevoir with a Terra boosted Aqua Jet, and then Quacklevolt 2-hit KOs her Ace Florges. This earns us our 7th gym badge and our 14th overall badge. To check our boxes for our missing Pokemon types, I wanted to look for one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, Alchemy. I fell in love with this Pokemon when Sword and Shield first came out, and I caught it as soon as I could. Milcery and Alchemy weren't available in Scarlet and Violet until the Indigo Disc dropped, so I made my way to the polar biome. By using a fairy encounter sandwich, we can force Milcery to take up a huge chunk of the spawns, and we can hunt it at full odds. Milcery is the only fairy type that can spawn here, and it floats above the water, which makes it really easy to spawn. Milcery is a little small, but its gray eyes should be a dead giveaway for its shiny. About 3 hours into the hunt, I thought maybe I should try counting the Pokemon I saw on screen, just to kinda give myself an estimate of how many Pokemon I see per encounter sandwich. But something decided to sparkle as soon as I decided to do that. This shiny? Oh my god, shiny Milcery! Yes! Oh my god! Yes, 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 yes! Oh my god! Oh, thank god! Oh, let me save, let me save, let me save. Oh, that's so good! Of course, the sandwich where I'm actually counting. Oh my gosh, I mean, wow, I'm catching this, wow. I was so worried this was gonna go like the first Meowstic and just take forever. Alright, this should be backstrike. No, it turned. There. Bang! That should do it. Yeah. There we go. Off guard. Yeah, see, that matters so much. Wow. One ball. That's so good. That's so sick. That's so sick. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna guess it's Impish. It's docile. No mark. None of my Pokemon are ever gonna get a mark. I have to live with that. Dude, look at this thing. It's so cute. This is one of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. Well, Alchemy more specifically, but I fell in love with this Pokemon so early on. Oh man, oh man. If you know anything about Alchemy, you probably know that it has over 60 different forms based on the color and topping you choose for it. However, Shiny Alchemy only has 7 different visual variations, solely dependent on the topping it's holding. Since purple is my favorite color, and I personally think that the purple ribbon looks best in Alchemy, I traded the purple ribbon from a friend who actually beat the DLC, and I evolved Milcery into Alchemy. Say hello to Einspanner. Yay! Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh, I'm in love with this. After getting a little bit lost, making my way to Glaseado. Oh my gosh! We start its gym test by sliding down the slopes. And we begin our fight with the final gym leader, Grisha. There we go. Alchemy KOs Frostmoth, but gets KO'd by Beartick. Amarouge comes in and KOs Beartick, and Quacklevolt KOs Titan. Orthworm finishes the battle and defeats his ace Altaria. With that, we've collected all 8 gym badges from Victory Road and have 15 badges now. Only 3 left to go. With only 3 Pokemon left to find, I actually wanted to try out something that I came across when scrolling on YouTube one day. If you go to a specific cavern in the East Province, also known as Area 3, there's a location where Larvitar or Bagon can spawn depending on your game version. What's special about this cave is that if you go towards the back of the cavern, Pokemon can spawn and flood out the walls. By making a ground type encounter sandwich, we can heavily bias Larvitar to spawn, which is normally pretty uncommon. And now, just watch what happens. Why are there so— oh my god, there's so many! This is so funny! Wait, this is basically like an AFK shiny hunt. This is awesome. You can either send your Pokemon to auto battle, or you can reset the spawns with a picnic. Since I've never done this before, I ended up trying both methods. And 2.5 hours later of full odds hunting, check it out. Oh, oh, shiny, 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 shiny. Oh my god, look at it. Oh, excuse me. Look at it, they're all in the way. Oh my god. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Oh, that's 2 shinies in one day. Wait, can ground types get poisoned by poison point? Well, I guess we don't need to find out. He's so green. I don't know what to name him yet. He's a neutral nature. Damn, none of my Pokemon have a mark. That's fine. I named this Larvitar Clip in honor of them clipping out of the walls, and I immediately evolved it into Pupitar. Oh my god, we're slanted? We're sideways? Ooh, purple. Purple. I also wanted to evolve Rufflet, but I've actually had something special in mind for him. In order to do that, we have to open up another game. Legends Arceus introduced Hisuian forms and some brand new Pokemon, one of them being Hisuian Braviary. So, I put Rufflet into Pokemon Home and transferred it to my Legends profile. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, Hisuian Braviary looks so cool. Oh, shoot. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's such a good shiny. Dude. Oh, this was so worth it. Alright, so I'm gonna bring this back to my main game. And let's do the next gym. Alright, let's see how this looks. Well, I've never seen its box sprite before. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at my screenshot from Legends Arceus. The flames on its head are very washed out in Legends, and wow, they look so good in this game. It is so vibrant. That's awesome. With these new Pokemon on my team, I think it's ready to take on our 16th badge. Taking on the Fairy Team Starbase, Cloudsire, Braviary, and Pupitar beat up its grunts. Against Ortega, Sinistcha KOs Azumarill, Cloudsire KOs Dashbun, Braviary KOs Wigglytuff, and with a little bit of pushback, Cloudsire KOs Revavroom. This win nets us our 4th Starfall badge and our 16th total badge. I wanted to do one more Outbreak hunt, but I also wanted to choose something special. I wanted to look for one of the 2 notorious new Pokemon that were given 2 forms for their evolution. When Tandemaus and Dunsparce evolve, they have a 1 out of 100 chance to evolve into the Family 3 and the 3 segment forms respectively. By time traveling, I came across a Tandemaus outbreak in Kitakami and began hunting. Tandemaus' shiny is kinda hard to notice, with there only being a little bit of different color variation. So it really forces you to zoom in and kinda squint at each one. But I thought this would be a good time to try and pull off a really funny trick. By increasing the saturation on my video software, I could increase the color difference between regular and shiny Tandemaus, potentially reducing my eye strain a little bit. Is this? Oh! Oh! Yay! Wait! Oh, shiny Tandemaus! I'm like, wait! Yeah, wow! Oh my god, they're wearing khakis. They don't look different. Bam. Oh, everything looks so desaturated. That was so easy to see. I'm actually so glad I turned up the saturation. Oh my goodness. Everything feels so dull now. I don't like that. Cool. Easy. Another neutral nature. Party. Okay. The rats ended up evolving while I was level grinding, and unfortunately I didn't hit the 1% roll. Maybe I can try hunting it another day. After beating up Chansey and Blissey for experience, I made my way towards Casseroya Lake to take on the false dragon titan. Mousehold ends up chipping down Dondozo, and Sinistcha deals the final blow. On the second leg of the fight, Mousehold KOs Dondozo, and Vespiquen finishes off Tatsugiri. Defeating the Titan pair, I obtained the last Titanfall badge and grab our 17th badge. For my last hunt, I think it's time for a redemption shiny. If you recall during this video, I've had multiple situations where Palmy was part of the target list, but I wasn't able to follow through. I think it would be perfect to have it as the last hunt. Because we can now climb, we can scale up this tall mountain in the corner of Area 5 by making an Electric Encounter 2 sandwich, which previously was not possible until the 5th gym badge. Due to us not having access to noodles, we can try to isolate Spawn, Palmy, and Palmo. As I spawned and despawned the groups of Pokemon, I wondered how long this hunt would take. Only a few groups spawn at a time, but I was making good pace just running back and forth. So I kinda just sat there wondering how many sandwiches it would take me to find.
No way. No way. No. Already? What? No, that's not. I'm done. Oh, I'm done with the hunts. What? This is full odds. This is full odds. This is not real. No way. There's no way it's over? Oh my god, I thought this would take longer. Are you serious? I just tapped back in. I can't believe there are hunts like this. When like Rowlet Meowstic happened. 2 shinies in one day. No way, dude. I mean, it's so cute. It's so pink and cute. Nice. Oh my god, we have all 18, I mean, technically 19 shinies. It's done. I don't know if that's the greatest nature. Yeah, wow, this is awful. Might have to mint it. Oh my god, dude. No mark. None of my 18 shinies are marked. I was told to name it Carrot. Girlfriend tax. Creamy rat. Okay, dude, this is crazy. I'm done with the hunts. I can finish the game. I didn't think this would happen so soon today. This is 19 shiny Pokemon for the Scarlet Badge quest. To prep for the last badge, I grinded out more Chansey and Blissey, allowing Palmy to evolve. Ink. In order to evolve Palmo into Palma, Palmo needs to walk 1,000 steps in the overworld, so we spin around Pokepath Lighthouse a few times and level them up once. Cute. For our final badge, I made my way towards the Fighting Team Star base. Palmot, Alchemy, and Armourouche take on the Grunts, and Area is our last hurdle, so we take her on, and Armourouche knocks out Toxicroak, Palmot knocks out Lucario, Braviary knocks out Passimian, and Annihilate sweeps my team.
So fast.
So on the run back, I bring Annihilate, and my Annihilate KOs hers. And Braviary deals the winning blow against her other room. Defeating Eri grants us our 18th and final badge of the quest. So now we can wrap up the story. With all 18 badges obtained, it's time to finish up all 3 story path lines. First, I end up evolving Pupitar into Tyranitar. Oh my god. Oh, that looks sick. That looks so good. I decided to divide my shinies into 3 different teams, trying to distribute my Pokemon into matchups that would be useful against each final fight. While you see all my Pokemon showcased in the upcoming fights, I would love to talk about my thoughts about these games and the stories. So, I think Arven has one of the most compelling stories out of any Pokemon game I've played. When you first meet him, he seems like an individual that gets easily annoyed and is super closed off, but as you adventure with him and defeat the Titan Pokemon, he opens up to you slowly and surely. After learning his struggles in his youth, the moment he reveals that all this effort in finding Urban Mystica is for his lifelong partner Bostiff, it really tugs at your heartstrings and it makes him one of my top characters of all time. Defeating Arven wraps up the Titan storyline, and we make our way towards the next one. Arguably one of the weaker storylines, I do think the story of Penny and Team Star still has a lot of hidden gems within it. On my first playthrough, I had to be honest, I actually didn't really pay much attention to the story either, but I think the storyline covers really important things like obliviousness to bullying by adults and people sweeping incidents under the rug and pushing the blame onto others. Defeating them wraps up Starfall Street. I then make my way towards the Pokemon League and take the exam with Rika. Rika has one of my favorite character designs from this game, and the Elite Four theme is one of my favorites from the series. I luckily didn't get cursed with a version of the theme that just looped on repeat. My Pokemon were pretty underleveled on my team, but thankfully I made it without problem. Rika, Poppy, Larry, and Hassel all went down easily. I do have to say I'm pretty disappointed that Gita is really easy to beat, especially with her ace Pokemon being sent out last. It has the ability to set up toxic spikes, and this is really dangerous if it's set up correctly. I think she had a lot more potential, especially with the story hyping her up as the champion of champions. Now there's only one more fight to take on. By level grinding against more Chansey, I prepped my team for the final rival fight. I thought it would be funny to mirror match my Pokemon that match with hers, but I ended up losing twice with my Pokemon team of choice, so I swapped out to some of my stronger Pokemon, and with that, we complete Victory Road. After doing that, I begin the Area Zero storyline, and we fight the Paradox Pokemon on the way down, but this had me thinking, maybe we can squeeze in one or two more hunts. Only 2 Paradox Pokemon are available in Area Zero before beating the game, so after unlocking the gate towards Sada, I go back to the entrance, make a fairy encounter sandwich, and begin hunting for either Screamtail or Fluttermane because both spawn with the sandwich.
No! Is that shiny? Oh my god! I couldn't tell because I couldn't tell because the tail. The lighting is so different here. I couldn't tell from the back. Oh my god, it's Screamtail. It's Screamtail that shined first. That sad throw. There we go. Back strike. Just like that. Dude, backstriking is such good tech for catching these. I'm gonna guess Rash. Bold. I think that's okay. That's not bad. Bold natured, no mark. As if I'll ever get a mark on my Pokemon, I find. Screamtail ended up taking 2 hours to find, which wasn't too bad. Next, I did want to find Fluttermane still, so I made a ghost encounter sandwich and began hunting. During the day, regular Fluttermane don't actually spawn in. However, shiny Fluttermane do spawn in regardless, and this is a popular exploit hunt that people do for this Pokemon. But I'm hunting at full odds, so it doesn't really matter. And after maybe like 3.5 hours of in-game hunting, this is what I found. Oh my god, shiny. As I was complaining about it, the shiny showed up. Oh, he's so green. Look at her. Hey, oh wow, wow. Oh, I'd never noticed it has like a white stripe. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. Wow. Both Paradox Pokemon. So it showed up during the daytime, so the exploit does work. Oh shoot. That's the last shiny I plan on getting. Dude, that's so sick. Oh my gosh.
Flutter Mane. It's also neutral. What is with me and getting neutral natures? Bashful. I don't even think I don't know my natures by heart. Dude, oh my god, look at it. It's so big. How much time? Well, 9 minutes into the sandwich. That wasn't long at all. Yeah, wow. I can't believe I didn't phase. I didn't find any other shinies that I didn't want. So I got both, because you can only get 2 paradoxes before you beat the game. So I got both of them first attempt. That is crazy. That is insane. Holy crap. Now that I have both paradox Pokemon, I can finally beat the game. I made my way to Sada, placed down the Scarlet book, and I'm confronted by her team of ancient paradox Pokemon. Leading off with Meowstic, he sets up Reflect and Psychic Terrain. Swapping into Armor Rouge, she blasts Slitherwing with a Psychic Terrain boosted Expanding Force, OHKOing them. She then 2-shots Brute Bonk. At this point, I realized I didn't heal from EXP grinding, meaning Clodsire has no Earthquake. Oh crap! So instead, I swap into Mousehold and a single Population Bomb KO Sandy Shocks. I love this Pokemon! Clodsire poisons Screamtail, drops it to half, and I swap into Meowstic to set up double screens. Having Reflect up allows Meowstic to tank 2 play roughs and he gets the KO. My Flutter Mane drops Sawdust and Flutter Mane to half, allowing Mousehold to take the KO with Beat Up. Finally, Alchemy KOs Roaring Moon with a Fairy boosted Dazzling Gleam. I defeat AI Sada, wrapping up the main story of the game. And with that, we collected 21 shiny Pokemon, 5 through Outbreaks, 1 through Masuda Method, and 15 Pokemon through Full Odds. My in-game hours clock in about under 110 hours, with some time lost in the void from resetting the game. These games are not perfect by any means, but they hold such a special place in my heart. They came out when I got sick with COVID for the first time ever. Spending weeks stuck at home while in school was really depressing, and this game helped me pass so much time. On the downside, playing these games does give me a headache from time to time, and when I began this quest, there are multiple days where I couldn't continue hunting because of the strain on my eyes and my head. I love being able to passively shiny hunt while doing something else, but Scarlet and Violet don't really allow me to do that. A lot of the times during this video, I kind of quote how much time I spend hunting, and although it's not a lot of time compared to the older games, putting my full focus into multiple hours of hunting gets really dull, and it makes me wish I could just pilot the game while watching other videos or streams during that time. Nonetheless, I had a blast making it through this quest, and it really felt like a huge accomplishment to push through all the steps along the way. Thank you so much for watching me throughout this journey, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. This was a passion project that I put together after Worlds in Anaheim. I would love to continue documenting my journey in Legends ZA, and hopefully you see more from me soon. For now, goodbye, take care of yourselves, and thank you once again. Oh, shiny more! Oh!